I'm Jennifer, and today we're going to work on shortening a zipper and understanding the zipper that you want to use for the Jackie sports bra. So this is video 6. Of course, you can watch this one in any of the orders because this is really standalone, just on how to shorten your zipper and get it ready to put into your sports bra. So we're going to talk about zippers and what size zipper we actually need for the front closure. Now remember, this can be used, this idea can be used for any of my sports bras. You can just follow the construction steps on what I'm doing for this video, for this series of videos. So first of all, I want to talk about the number that is associated with the zipper. This is a number 3, this is a number 5, and this is a number 8. Now you're like, well, what is that difference? How do I know what that number means? Well, get yourself a little tape measure and make sure you got the metric side. And then you want to actually measure the width of the teeth. From one side of the teeth to the other side, this is 3 millimeters. Actually, this one actually technically is 4 millimeter. So this one's actually a 4 millimeter zipper. This one here, and of course I don't have my glasses, this one is a 5 millimeter zipper, so it's from this edge to this edge is 5 millimeter. And this one is a little bit bigger because it's a little chunkier. This one is an 8 millimeter zipper. So this is a number 8, number 5, and probably a number 4 or number 3. I'm not sure what this one qualifies as. So this one is going to be way too small for you. It's also going to be really lightweight. And so this one is a coil, and the coils have a tendency to pop and break. So if you were to give this a really big tug right now, you could probably split it. And we don't want that on a sports bra. This one is for a jacket. This one is going to be a little bit more stable, but you still have the possibility of it splitting. And this one is also a coil. So you're going to have that issue with the coils because they're grabbing, the coils are kind of hooking onto each other as they're going through the zipper. And it's really easy, if you break a coil, then the whole thing can come apart. So this one can work because it's a little bit heavier duty for a jacket, but if you're doing a lot of activity and you're wearing this thing real tight, this could still split on you. What I'd probably recommend is going for the Vislon. And this one is, they are plastic or resin teeth, and each one is a completely separate tooth. So this is the zipper that I would say you want to use, this type of zipper. But I would actually go with probably a size 5 for this. It's not absolutely necessary to have something this heavy duty, but you could go with a 5 or an 8. I wouldn't go any bigger than that. You also are going to need at least an 8-inch zipper because I think that should cover the full range of sizes that I have. This one I think is a 12-inch zipper. We don't need to use this whole thing, but what I want to do is I want to compare my pattern piece to the zipper itself. So the way the zipper is going to be, and it's going to end up sitting past and resting on the band itself. So we need to actually add a 1/2 inch or about 12.5 millimeters to this full length. So if you were to take your length from top to bottom, and this is including the tape. So you want to make sure we've got, so I've got about 6, I'll just round it to, it could be 6 1/4. And then I'm going to add a 1/2 inch to that, or I could round down. I'm going to say about 6 1/2. You don't want to have this exact length. You do want to have it a little bit longer. So because this one was reading at about 6 1/4, I'm just going to maybe add about 1/4 inch. So anywhere from 6 to 12.5 millimeters you can add for the length of the zipper. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to mark that length. I'm going to mark it at 6 1/2. Right here, the piece, just right on the edge with a pencil. And so we get the same part marked on both sides. And so this is as long as we need this thing to be from tip to tip. So I'm going to bring the zipper down, and then right at that point I'm going to cut it apart. Now you don't want to cut the plastic teeth, you want to kind of cut between them. So I kind of did right above where I did that marking. So we've got this here. So this should be long enough for a zipper. Now before we get into here, we're actually going to remove some of the teeth. But I don't want you to do it on this one. I want you to take your sample piece and see how difficult it is to remove it if you've never removed them before. These are pretty big pliers, and what I want to do is I want to cut off the little tip. So I'm going to go in here, and I don't think I can get in with those ones. Let's see if I can get in here with these ones. And these were just kind of jewelry supply things I had in my box. So clipped off the tip on that one, and then I'm going to try and clip off the plastic. Now you don't want to cut the tape itself, otherwise you'll have to make it shorter. And what we want to do is just kind of make it small enough we can clip some of it off and maybe pull it off. It's a little bit difficult. You definitely need to have probably some sharper things than I've got right here. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got the plastic off on that piece. So that's still, yep, actually I got it all off. The whole thing popped off. And so you want to do that at the top of your zipper here. But I wanted you to test it on here first before we go on to here. Now we know we have 3/8 of an inch or about 10 millimeters of an inch seam allowance at the top. Plus you want to give yourself a couple extra teeth. So the zipper doesn't have to go all the way up to the very top, but very close. So we say, I'm just going to round it to, since it's 10 millimeters that we need, plus a little give, I'm just going to round it to 1/2 inch. So at 1/2 inch, and my tip of this zipper is a little, so I'm going to mark it just on the side at about where 1/2 inch is. And this is where I want to put my zipper stopper. It's right here. Okay. So in this area, up to where those are, I want to clip, and they're flying all over the room. I hear it hitting my sewing machine over there. That one hit the fan. So you might want to wear safety goggles. Okay, so we've clipped off the tips of them on that side, and I might do one more. See as many as I did on that side. Don't look over here, I might pop you in the face. Okay, I'm just going to take one more off on both sides. So clipping that tip. And then I'm going to try and clip some of these. Try not to cut the tape. Kind of crunch the plastic, and it should come right off. I'm sure that I'm going to end up needing new ones of these. Yeah. So kind of pop that. Okay. I got 2 more to go on this side, and then I will show you how to do the add the zipper stop to them. And there we go. Okay, so now we've removed all the teeth on this side, and there's actually still some plastic bits on the back. We do want to remove them because it'll be too difficult to sew through them. And you can see they come off pretty darn easy. This is a whole lot easier than trying to do one of those the nylon coil zippers. Okay, and then you've got little zipper stops. So it's a little U-stop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide it in, so in the needle nose pliers, kind of right at the end. So we've got that U shape kind of coming out. And then I'm going to put this right above that last zipper and do a little squeeze. And now that should stop it. Now the ones I have right now, these ones might be a little bit on the small side. So we want to, it's supposed to just kind of stop it. So once I get to the other side, then I can add the stop over there. And that's how you shorten a zipper. I will have some of these in the correct size. I'm trying to stock the zippers as well. I don't know for sure as of the filming of this video whether I'm going to have the zippers available, but I am crossing my fingers that they'll be available. And I'll have information in the video links for this.